Let's imagine a restaurant, for example. You could say that there could be restaurants with very little human input. You just get the food made by a robot, served by a robot. But then you might say, well, I actually kind of like the human interaction. So kind of the charming waiter who can create the unique experience that might be more expensive if you have something special to offer. And it could be other things where humans just prefer other humans, but it would be the luxury choice. Do you see it the same way?
Yeah, I do anticipate that there will be a durable demand for, I call it like a human premium, where people will be willing to pay extra for the privilege of having, human-based service. There's also probably going to be quite a few jobs where people will just always prefer humans. So like a priest, right? If you're religious, do you want a robot to give you ministrations? Probably not. You probably would prefer to get your meaning from a human. So like priests and philosophers, again, you go to a restaurant or you go to a bar or you go to a coffee shop. Do you want to, if you just want a quick coffee, you don't care if a robot serves you. But if you go to a really nice coffee shop where you're going to go read and hang out, you probably want a cute barista to serve you. Or if you go to a fancy restaurant, would you buy a wine if the sommelier was a robot? You probably wouldn't. You want to have a shared experience with other humans because, again, this is where I will bank on evolution, is because we're a social ape. So our brains, our biology, our evolution is finally calibrated to understand the body language from other humans, the facial expressions, and you actually get biochemical rewards from positive interactions with other humans. Now, it could be possible that one day in the far future, robots are good enough that you can't tell the difference, but that is like still science fiction. But in the meantime, imagine that you take your kid to daycare. Even if the daycare does have robots to help out, you probably don't want the robot touching your child. You'd probably prefer, human gentleness and that human empathy to help, to help take care of your child. Same thing for teachers. A teacher might use a robot assistant to help, hand out and grade things. But what really matters for a teacher, it's not just a matter of teaching facts and skills. It's about teaching communication skills and emotionally connecting with children. So there's a lot of cases where we can probably expect we will prefer humans forever. Even if machines could hypothetically do it better, just on the fact that we are humans, you probably want a human doing it. Now, if other people, imagine that you have every developer loses their job in 10 years, just as a hypothetical. You would then have a whole lot of people looking for work, which would drive down the wages of everyone else.